Today is Saturday, September 28th. For WRCO News, I'm Joanne Krulotz. Former President Donald Trump is set to make a campaign stop in a small western Wisconsin town where a Venezuelan national allegedly attacked a woman. Trump's visit to Prairie du Chien today comes as Republicans work to parlay frustration over illegal immigration into votes for Trump. Prairie du Chien police this month arrested a 26-year-old Venezuelan after a woman accused him of sexually assaulting her and attacking her daughter. Police have said the man is affiliated with the Tren de Aragua gang and was in the country illegally. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has ruled that Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s name will remain on the swing state's presidential ballot. The decision from the liberal-controlled court Friday marks the latest twist in Kennedy's quest to get his name off ballots in battleground states where the race between Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Kamala Harris is tight. The Supreme Court upheld the ruling of a court circuit judge who said state law says candidates can be removed only if they die. Some absentee ballots have already been sent to voters. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services urges people to continue to take steps to prevent mosquito bites after 2 horses in the state tested positive for Eastern equine encephalitis virus, or EEE. The Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection announced a case in Marathon County Friday and then confirmed another case in Clark County. This is evidence mosquitoes are present in the state that can spread EEE to animals and people. EEE is a rare but serious disease. One human case of EEE was reported in Wisconsin earlier this year, but they most likely acquired their infection during travel to another state. EEE virus spreads to humans, horses, and other animals through the bite of an infected mosquito. Mosquitoes acquire EEE by feeding on infected birds. The virus is not spread person to person directly between animals or between animals and humans. Some people with EEE may develop fever, headache, chills, and vomiting. The illness may become severe, resulting in inflammation of the brain, disorientation, seizures, coma, or death. About 30% of people who develop severe EEE disease will die, and those who do survive often have long-term neurologic problems. Adults over 50 years old and children under 15 years old are at the greatest risk for developing severe EEE. There is no specific vaccine or treatment for EEE available for people. Since EEE is known to be circulating in Wisconsin, residents and visitors should take steps to reduce exposure to mosquitoes and eliminate mosquito breeding sites. Mosquito activity and the risk of EEE, West Nile virus, and other diseases spread by mosquitoes will continue into the fall until there is a hard frost. DHS encourages Wisconsinites to protect themselves against mosquito bites. A group of utilities has completed a high-voltage transmission linking Iowa and Wisconsin. American Transmission Company, Dairyland Power Cooperative, and ITC Midwest announced Friday that work on the Cardinal Hickory Creek line is done and that the line was fully energized Thursday. The line runs over 100 miles between Iowa's Dubuque County and Wisconsin's Dane County. The utilities say the line will improve reliability and support renewable generation resources. A coalition of conservation groups filed a federal lawsuit in March seeking to prevent the line from crossing the Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife Refuge. A federal appellate court cleared the way for construction in May. Credit reports are important to consumers when financial assistance is needed. A good credit score indicates to a lender that you are reliable and responsible, which makes it easier to obtain a loan. A good credit score will also make it easier to qualify for a credit card, save on interest, and get better insurance discounts, to name a few. When a report has a low score, you might be able to improve it, but do it with caution. Michelle Reinen is with the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection.
If there's information on your credit report that's negative but correct, individuals could be really tempted by companies claiming that they have an easy fix. But Hopefully you know not to believe that easy fixes aren't necessarily the way. You could end up being charged hundreds of dollars in illegal upfront fees, lose control of your private information, and do further harm to your credit score if you do engage with these companies. So credit repair services promoted on websites and social media often claim that they can permanently remove all negative information from your credit report and improve your credit score. They say they can create a new credit identity or hide bad credit history, but they do this using stolen Social Security numbers or convincing you to apply for an EIN or an employer identification number from the IRS under false pretenses, which could result in fines or even prison time. And so we don't want people to get messed up with all of that.
Credit repair scammers might even offer you a service that you can also receive from a reliable source.
In the best case scenarios, what we've seen is that a credit repair scammer solution is simply to provide you with letter templates that you can send to remove that information. But those are available for people for free at different credit repair services and nonprofit organizations that assist people with this. So we don't want people to get tied up with these scammers. Real credit companies can't legally remove information from your credit report that's current and correct. Again, like I said, the Federal Trade Commission is one of those organizations where you can get letter templates online for free, but they're only going to help you remove a legitimate mistake on your credit report, not real information that tends to have a negative impact on your report.
Michelle Reinen advises you what to look out for.
Avoid any credit repair company that asks you for that payment up front, or one that warns you not to contact the credit bureaus directly, or advises you to dispute credit report information that you know is accurate. That's not going to be able to be removed when the information is true, just impacts you negatively.
Credit repair companies must explain your legal rights in a written contract that details the services they perform, the cost you'll pay, and results they guarantee, how long it will take to get them, and your 3-day right to cancel. Anything a credit repair company can do legally, you can often do yourself for little or no cost. If you are a victim of a credit repair scam or any scam, you can contact DATCAP's Consumer Protection Hotline by phone at 1-800-422-7128 or by email at datcphotline@wi.gov. Today, the flags of the United States and the state of Wisconsin are being flown at half-staff, coinciding with the final alarm ceremony and silent procession at the Wisconsin Fire and EMS Memorial Park in Wisconsin Rapids, which is hosted by the Wisconsin Fire and EMS Memorial and in honor of Wisconsin Firefighters Memorial Day. The 65th Annual Gaze Mills Apple Festival is being held today and tomorrow. Activities are underway, with a variety of activities being held throughout the day, including a carnival at the fairgrounds until 5 and live music at various businesses. Tomorrow will feature a pancake breakfast from 7 to 11:30, the Lions Club Flea Market from 9 to 4, the carnival from 10 to 5, and the Apple Fest Parade at 1:30. The 2024 Fire and EMS Festival is being held today at Avoca Lakeside Park. Featured at the festival is music by Donnie Razek until 2, an outdoor dart tournament at 2, a vendor market and car show until 4, music by Mitch Lau from 3 to 6, and music by Cherry Pie from 8 to 11. Food and refreshments are also available on the grounds. We'll be inheriting a mini-moon for a few weeks, but it's only temporary as an asteroid enters Earth's orbit. An asteroid is headed towards Earth. It's a line we've heard in the movies, and now it's appearing in news headlines. No need to panic. It's small. Scientists say it's only 32 feet long, about the size of a city bus. It'll be sucked into Earth's orbit on Sunday. A team of well-versed scientists in the study of so-called mini-moon events found it in early August and named it Asteroid 2024 PT5. It's a space rock from the Arjuna asteroid belt, which orbits very similar to that of Earth at an average distance to the sun of about 93 million miles. Researchers say it's a part of the near-Earth asteroids and comets. In order for it to become a mini-moon, it needs to get close to Earth at about 2.8 million miles away and slow at speeds of around 2,200 miles per hour. This actually occurs so often, some researchers believe Earth always has at least one mini-moon hovering in space. Gravitational disturbances from the sun eject these space rocks out of the sun-centered orbit and then are essentially inherited and pulled into ours temporarily. This current event will only last from Sunday until Monday, November 25th. 57 days of a second moon, but asteroid 2024 PT5 will once again orbit Earth in 2055. Unfortunately, while this mini-moon hangs around Earth, we will not be able to see it with our naked eyes. It's too small and dim for typical amateur telescopes and binoculars, but it is well within the brightness range for telescopes used by professional astronomers.